How's it going, everybody? I'm Steve, and welcome back. So tonight I want to talk about the top 5 most underrated movies in my collection. So originally I was going to do like 10, decided to kind of bring it down to 5, but a couple of these are actually kind of like independent films that were kind of shown limited in theaters, but they're like really highly rated. And some of them are like Hollywood films that I'm sure a lot of people have seen. But it's a lot of fun kind of putting this together, putting down some information on them, and so I'm really excited to talk about these. So these movies aren't going to be ranked; they're number 1 through 5. I decided I can't really say which movie's like more underrated than the other, but this first one's actually from 2012. Director is Colin Trevorrow. The movie's called Safety Not Guaranteed. This one I really like the ending to this movie. This one's starring Audrey Plaza, has a Mark Duplass, Jake Johnson. Like I said, I really like the ending. I think they spent like most of their budget on the ending. But this director actually went on to do like Jurassic World later on, but. Really enjoy this movie. Let me know in the comments if you ever seen this one. This one actually gets a Rotten Tomato score of 91%. So like when you see these like low budget movies, usually you get like art house premieres. They don't get like wide releases, so they're not going to make a lot of money. But I really enjoy this one. So the second one here is from 2017. Director is Michael Showalter, and it's called The Big Sick. This one's sort of like a dramatic comedy. I like it a lot. There's really some sad moments in it, but you'll get a lot of humor in it too. But it's starring Kumail Nanjiani, Zoe Kazan, Holly Hunter, Ray Romano. This one, like I said, if you have those like two comedians in it, you're definitely going to get some laughs in it too. But like I said, it's a kind of a serious topic, but I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, you kind of had to stick with it, because it really kind of pays off in the end. But this one actually it gets like a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, so you're going to get like a good movie. Like I said, this one didn't get like a wide release, but I really enjoyed it too. So number 3 on my list came out in 1997. Director is Philip Noyce. The movie's called A Saint. So this one, starring Val Kilmer. Obviously, he passed away on April 1st this year, very sadly. But I've noticed a lot of people since he passed away have checked this movie out. I'm really glad to see that. But I think a lot of people, if you didn't grow up Catholic like I did, this one may not connect with you the same way. But I saw it in the theater. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. It only gets like a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes, very sadly. I think it's a lot better than that. I think, like I said, a lot of people that saw the TV series didn't like it. A lot of critics didn't like this movie. But like I said, it obviously has Elizabeth Shue. Obviously, this is like 2 years after Batman Forever and Heat. So, Val Kilmer was kind of popular in the 80s. He's kind of gaining popularity in the 90s too. Obviously, he did like Tombstone as well. But, I enjoy this movie a lot. It has, I think a lot of people, I think Roger Ebert gave it, he said it was like, basically because there's like disguises in the movie, he kind of described this movie as being like the nutty saint, basically. I think you can make some jokes about it, but I really like the premise of, the story, basically, I don't want to give it away, but obviously to become a saint, you have to perform like 3 miracles, basically, and so I think that I really like the ending of this movie, but, like I said, definitely, if you haven't seen this movie, definitely check it out. So number 4 on this list is actually from 1985, so it's a 40th anniversary. It's part of a big franchise. Director is Amy Heckerling. The movie's called European Vacation. This one, I say it's underrated, but I would still say it's like my 4th favorite in the franchise. So I like Vegas Vacation, Christmas Vacation, and the original even more than this movie, but I think this one's really kind of like nostalgia for me. Obviously, John Hughes actually co-wrote this movie. And this one, I'd say it's underrated because it gets like a 37% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I think it's a movie's better than that. This one, obviously, it's Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, has Jason Lively, has the late Dana Hill. She passed away in '96. Obviously, has Eric Idle from Monty Python. But I like this movie a lot. It's very kind of strange because it takes place in Europe. Obviously, all Europe. Mostly, I think it starts off in the U.S., but I think it's really kind of wacky kind of movie, but definitely kind of different from for John Hughes. But I enjoy like European movies, especially like UK movies. So number 5 got released in 2013. Director is Joseph Kosinski. The movie's called Oblivion. This one, starring Tom Cruise and Morgan Freeman. It's sort of like a sci-fi kind of film. This is actually the same director that did like Top Gun Maverick, and they did F1 this year, the one with Brad Pitt. I actually saw that movie twice in the theater. But this one I actually did like a live stream on Huck's Pop Culture Cafe not too long ago, and we actually said Huck actually came up with the idea. We were doing like the Mission Impossible, the Final Reckoning, like live stream, and he said bring up your favorite like underrated Tom Cruise film. And I was really lucky because this is actually the first one I actually thought of, but I was really lucky I went first because I brought this movie up, and they were like two other people were actually going to bring this one up too. So I actually kind of stole it. I think it actually is underrated. It has a great like final line in the movie. I'm not going to say it over the air here because it's actually kind of dirty. But let me know in the comments if you've seen this and if you know what that final line is. But this one, like I said, I used to see this movie all the time in like Walmart. Okay, everybody, thank you for watching this video. Please let me know in the comments if you've actually seen any of these movies. Please give me some underrated ideas. You know, I'm sure I haven't seen every movie ever made, so I'm sure you can give me some ideas of movies I've never seen before. If you're not already, subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. Please put a thumbs up on this video. Everybody have a great one.